little bit more from DC Warner Bros. And I do want to remind you, last week, I will be dropping clips from last week's in case you missed it, but the whole stream last week is still up. I was talking about the fact that Dwayne Johnson's Black Adam is not looking too good to market analysts, and I think it's a bad decision to divorce the character from Captain Marvel. At least that's what it looks like he's done, and there's still an open question of whether or not Superman will play a role, maybe in a end credits sort of a thing. But anyway, rumor, Michael Keaton still has a chance to play an elder Bruce Wayne in a potential Batman Beyond movie. That comes to us from Bounding Into Comics, a source that I have a little bit more faith in than some of the others. Batman star Michael Keaton's comeback tour in the rubber cape and cowl may have been reduced by the cancellation of Batgirl and the Aquaman 2 reshoots, but he's still part of the lineup as far as anyone can tell. This is from Mikey Sutton of Geekosity. Sources tell me that Warner Brothers Discovery is interested in a Batman Beyond film, Sutton reported. Nobody's admitting anything at this point. Still, it's looking possible. Then the article goes into a bunch of speculation that I don't even want to bother getting into because I hardly consider that news. But my own personal speculation, I mean, let's just kind of think about that, right? You take the information that you know, that you're aware of, and you draw some conclusions, right? So if there's still talk about Batman doing a Batman Beyond-ish sort of movie, right? And there had been a connection between him and the Batgirl story. And then we also mentioned how Michael Keaton said they made a business decision, right? Here's my take on it. They'd been talking about Michael Keaton in a Batman Beyond film for a long time, long before, there was any green lighting of a Batgirl movie. Then they decided, let's make it Batgirl, and let's get diverse with it. And they filmed it and got it all together, and then said, no, this isn't going to work. I personally think they started out with a concept for Batman Beyond. They reworked it into Batgirl, and decided they're going to go back to Batman Beyond. That's how it sounds to me. I'd love to hear what you all think, but personally, I could get behind a Batman Beyond, and it does give them the opportunity for that inclusion they want. All they got to do is pay attention to Batman Beyond and look at that character and cast it appropriately, But, it is like early in the morning in Manchester. So thanks so much. Hopefully you can catch up with us on the replay. I, of course, will be putting out clips so that you can get them in bite-sized quantities and on just the topics that you're interested in. I agree with you, Big Al. I'd like to see Batman Beyond if done correctly. Honestly, it's not that difficult. If they pay attention to the source material, Michael Keaton is perfectly cast as the older, haggard Batman, I'd like to see that. But it does beg the larger question. Do they have a vision for the DC cinematic universe going forward? Or are they just, spitballing it and making up as they go along, which is what they've been doing to so much success lately, up to this point. So I don't know. We'll see. Matanui says, Zaslav, for what I've been told, thinks only Bruce Wayne will ever sell, so Batman Beyond getting a movie is unlikely. See, I would agree with you, except there's too many questions about what the hell are they actually doing with Batman. Because there's also talk out there about Batfleck Batman happening too. And then we still have sparkly bats that may or may not get a sequel. So we got like 12 jillion Batmen out there, right? So honestly, man, I don't know. I mean, I'm getting kind of sick of the multi-universe crap and the choose your own adventure thing. If you want to do a shared universe, do a damn shared universe already. You know, what do I always say? Crap or get off the pot already. Big Al says they make it difficult by forcing in social agenda checklists. And, you know, it's like Eric July and so many others have said. If they want to be diverse, they absolutely can, because the comics have been diverse all the way back to the 60s. You know, some of our favorite characters are non-white characters. You know, it just is. And it doesn't matter to us. Develop those characters. No, for whatever reason, they can't develop those characters. They have to, for lack of a better way of saying it, blackface a white character. That's what they're doing, you know, instead of, you know, letting people have their own cultural identity. You know, it's tokenism, you know. I mean, there's a reason that I really respect Eric July so much. So
it's just amazing how a lot of these movie companies, whoever, are being racist and don't even realize they're being racist. Let's make this white character black, let's make this black character white, let's make them Asian, let's be, you know, whatever. It's like, but that character's not supposed to be Asian or white. They're supposed to be black. Yeah. Or that character's supposed to be a white redhead.
Right.
You know, not a black blonde.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah. And yet there are, for example, there is a black and a Hispanic Green Lantern, if you want to, you know, do a movie, right? You know,
but now we're considered to be racist if we don't like their changes. That's the stupid thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's and I Tom Connors just said tonight over on Valiant Renegade. He made an excellent point. He said they create these arguments that make it impossible for you to argue back without sounding like a kid on the playground. I know you are, but what am I? You know, Yeah, it's all virtue signaling. Oh, look how progressive we are. And ironically, they do stuff like we were talking about with their, you know, Hispanic heritage and, you know, reducing all the Hispanic characters to, you know, the foods that they eat. The more they try, the more stupid they look. It's sad. I don't have a great deal of hope for our particular fandoms as long as they continue down that route. But I'm just bringing you the news and letting you know that we could very well be seeing a Michael Keaton-led Batman Beyond. Let's keep our fingers crossed, and we'll see.